Hi all, welcome to Racsinfotech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do remote PDB clone in Oracle 19c. Okay, let me show you that step by step. What are all the steps which we are going to execute it? Number one step, we are going to prepare the source and then the target databases. Before going to show you those source and target things, I'm going to show you what is the source DB I'm going to use. My source database is prod database or prod DB. This is my database. It's my remote, okay, remote database. From this database, I have couple of pluggable databases on this DB. These pluggable database, example, I can take PDB, PDB1, okay, two pluggable databases on this DB. From my target, okay, from where and which database I'm trying to do this clone activity. Example, I have only PDB database on this machine. So I want to do this PDB1 clone to my test DB1. Okay, how to do that activity? Okay, that I'm going to show you in this one. Okay. So as we discussed, this is my source and the remote one. Test DB is my local DB. Okay. A short notes about this thing. So what is mean by this remote PDB clone? What is mean by the local clone? Okay, local is nothing but if you are using the same server. Okay, suppose I want to do this PDB in the same prod DB database server. Within the same database, I want to do PDB1 to PDB2, another pluggable database. That we call it as a local pluggable, local PDB clone. Now we are using two different servers. This is prod DB running on one server, test DB is running on another server. So if I want to do this PDB2, PDB1 is different server to another server. That activity we call it as a remote PDB clone. Okay. If you want to compare both the activities, local cloning and the remote cloning, pluggable database, remote cloning, pluggable database, local cloning. Pluggable database, local cloning, we can able to perform from the OCI console level as well. Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. If you are using Oracle Cloud, you can do this activity in your console level also. But if you want to do this remote clone on OCI, we cannot perform this remote pluggable database clone on OCI console. Okay, OCI console. That we can do in a backend also. We can able to do it. Whatever the process which we are following now, you can follow the same process for your cloud database. If your databases prod DB and test DB both are in on-prem, we can follow this thing. If your prod DB and test DB servers on your Oracle Cloud, you can follow the same steps. But only thing is when you are trying to connect to these databases, if it is a cloud database, you are going to use the wallet. But if it is an on-prem database, okay, on-prem database, you are going to use the password for that user. I'll show you the difference as part of our activity. In next couple of minutes, you can get to know. So this is my PDB, which I want to clone to. This existing on my prod DB. Okay, prod DB. This is my remote database. This one I want to clone to my local database. This is my test DB. So I'll create this PDB with this name on my test DB. That is my target, which we are going to teach you in this video. Okay, step one, prepare the source database. What are all the steps which you need to execute or we need to execute on our prod database? I'll show you those steps. So as I said, prod DB is my source. Let me connect it to the database. Show PDBs. How many PDBs I'm having in this database? These two. This one is seed. We are not going to use it for our regular operations. These two I'm going to use it. This container ID 5 and the pluggable database 1, I want to clone to my test database. Both are up and running. It's open means read-write mode. Both are read-write mode. Clear. What I want to do, I need to create a user in common user. That is a common user. Whatever the users you are going to create under CDB root, those are common users. Okay. And I need to test some data. I need to create some test data. Once I have created this user on also create some test data on my PDB1. Okay. PDB1 level, I'm going to create some kind of test data. After we cloned this PDB to our test database, right, from prod database, there I want to show you that data. Now, let me execute the steps. First step, what we need to do, create an user, common user we need to create on our remote database. This is my, let me show you, select name, comma, open underscore mode from v dollar database. This is my prod database, and I'm going to create the user under CDB root. CDB root, okay. Create user, username identified with the password, and then it is my user created. If you are going to create that user, we can, by using this user, we are going to create a database link on our local database. Okay. For this, you have to mandatorily provide this create pluggable database role. Without this, we cannot able to perform that operation, remote clone operation. So only these steps which we need to perform on our source end, like remote database level. This I'm going to share you the step by step. You can follow the same activity so that you can able to perform. That concludes our step 1. Preparation of your source is completed. Now I'm going to preparation. I'm going to prepare my test DB. Okay. So on your test DB, you have couple of steps. These two are the prerequisites. If you want to do the clone, remote database clones, this local undo enabled parameter should be true. Okay. And archive log mode should be enabled. Archive log mode, it should be enabled. How to check and all, I'll show you as part of this lab. Let me check those parameter. I have those commands, how to check the parameter. Yeah, this is the one. These two are belongings to here. Let me post those two here. Okay. First parameter, local undo parameter, whether it is true or false, let me check. Where? On our destination, like test database. Okay. Vara env test DB is the source. Now connecting to database, show PDBs. In this my test database, local database, I call it as a local. Test DB is a local, prod DB is remote. From this remote PDB, I want to clone to my local. Okay, PDB is there. Select name, comma, open underscore mode from v dollar database. Show con underscore name. Clear? We are connected to test DB. I want to check local undo parameter. DB underscore property. Table or view does not local undo parameter. Okay, let me check. Select property name, property value from DB underscore properties where property name equal to local undo enabled. Okay, let me check the view. Name might be issue. Okay, it is not DB underscore, it's a database underscore. Okay, database underscore property IES. Correct. That is wrong thing, right? Let me, that's where it is going to show you properly. Where property name equal to locally managed one. See here, it is true. So let me take this snap from where we have connected. We have connected to this CDB level. And then this is database. Okay, let me show you that. And then check the archive log list is enabled or not. Okay, archive CHIVE log list. So archive log is enabled. These two are the prerequisites on your local DB, which you need to test it. Right. Both are achieved. Next step, which we want to do is we are going to update the network parameters. Okay. Point number, update your network parameters. Then we need to create a database link. Step by step. Here. Update the TNS names dot vara on local DB, that is test DB. Okay, let me update them. What TNS entries we need to give? Remote DB. It means our prod DB TNS entries we need to add in your local DB TNS. TNS names dot vara file. That we need to update clearly. Okay. Here, exit from this prod one. Let me go to my TNS details, network, admin, cat TNS names.vara. These entries I need to enter in my test DB. Here, let me go to Oracle home, network, admin location, vi TNS names.vara. This is my test DB TNS entries. Let me add the prod one, prod DB TNS entries. Okay. Save. Now cat this one. I want to take a snap of this thing. Let me take it. Okay. From here, we need to add our prod DB TNS entries. I'll take one more snap, continuation of that file. For knowing this thing, right? Test DB. These things we need to add. Then test bounce the listener. Listener to update the changes. Whatever the changes which we did it right, those it needs to be reflect, right? LSNR stop, then start. We need to do this. After that, whatever the modifications we did, that is going to update it. Come on. Test the connection for remote DB from local DB. Because we have updated the test connections, right? This PDB details of your prod DB TNS entries into your test DB. Check the status. It will take like 1 minute, around 1 minute and all. Okay, let me wait. Another 10 seconds. Once it is updated, we can able to do the TNS ping of your prod DB from the test DB location. Yes, it is up now. Let it be. TNS ping prod DB. From my test database server, I'm able to ping the prod database. It means we have a communication. Now, if I could able to create a pluggable database like this DB link using the source database, prod DB related, whatever the user we have created on the source database, right? Using that user, I'm going to create a pluggable database, on my destination DB. Okay. This is the next point. Create a DB link on your destination DB, that is test DB, to point to the source DB. My source DB is prod DB. How we are going to source? We have created one user on our prod DB, right? Using that, we are going to source. Using this command, we are going to create a pluggable DB link on my destination. Destination is this one. Let me connect it to as sysdba. Create it. Done. I have used this user. We have not created on our test DB. We have created that user here, right? Let me show you. This one, C # on prod DB. Okay. And then by using that user, I have created this DB link. Okay. This DB link we can use to do the clone of our PDB. Okay. That is done. Now we can test sample the DB link is working or not. Okay. Select start from dual @ give the DB link name. Perfect. DB link is working. So let me show you, take it from here to this. DB link creation is completed. Checking also done. Okay, checking also done. Let me, did I took this? Okay, let me take this snap. Let me edit. I need to use the snap it here. And here I need to take a fresh snap. Or else that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. No need to take multiple. For both, we took the snapshots here, created the database link and tested it. It is working fine. Now, step 3, we are going to do the remote clone. Now we have set up the environment. We have enabled the communication between your source database from where you want to take the PDB. This PDB I want to do it, and destination is this one. Here, I have only two pluggable databases like seed and PDB. Here I want to create a remote pluggable database using this remote PDB. Okay, now we can start that activity. In this activity, what are the steps we are going to do it? Create a remote pluggable database and start this pluggable database and do the sanity. Whatever the, we need to create the users, right? I haven't created unpluggable database. Let me connect it to this DB, show PDBs, alter session set container equal to PDB1. I want to connect it to this PDB1 and I'll create some dummy information, dummy data. Okay. I have given the how to create a dummy information, right? Where I have that. Oracle home location, UTL file and all. Okay, let me take it. No problem. Here, let me take it from the server itself. I should have leave it. What is the name? At the rate dollar Oracle home RDBMS admin. The name should be UTLC something. It should have some left. Let me take it from my notes. Yeah, here I have UTL sample schema. Okay. UTL sample schema. It is going to create a couple of users, some of the data and all. Okay, done. So if you want to check it, see this, what are all the information is there, what kind of data it has been created. If you want to see it, we can see that, add that command. See that SQL is holding one Scott user. Okay, we can connect it to our Scott user and DEPT EMP tables. Okay, DEPT EMP tables has been created on our pluggable database. Show PDBs. Okay, alter pluggable data, alter session set container equal to PDB1. Done. Now let me use this. I don't want to connect on this part. Okay. Select star from SCOTT spot.emp. What is this? Scott SCOTT. Select star from EMP employee. No. Select a star from DEPT. That's okay. If you can call it from SCOTT dot, let me use SCOTT dot EMP. Connect SCOTT Scott. Tiger is a password. PDB1. Sorry, PDB1. We are going to test it, no problem. PDB1. It's a dummy data, guys. Only we want to see it, whether it has been created any dummy data or not. EMP. EMP table is not created. Why? It is already there, no? Or else we can create now also. There is no issue at all. DEPT is there, EMP is there. Let me do one thing. Let me execute these scripts. Okay. Let me execute these scripts. As it is, I have connected to show user. Sorry, show user, Scott user. Done. Now let me check. Select the star from EMP, 14 rows. Select star from DEPT. Done. So we have two objects created under your Scott user. That Scott user is there under your pluggable database. Okay, done. Now, if you want, we can check it now also. Alter session set container equal to PDB1. Select star from SCOTT Scott.emp. we can able to get it. Okay. The data which we have created under PDB1. This PDB we are going to clone to another one. So just for testing purpose, testing data. Okay, done. We have created some test data. Now let me start new PDB. I'm going to create it using this command. Okay, I'm going to create this clone PDB1 and by using this DB link for the service PDB1. Let me use this command and then we are going to connect it to from where we need to execute from test DB. Show PDBs as of now. We have only one PDB. Now I'm going to create this clone PDB1 that from remote by using the DB link from this remote location to this location. Enter. What is missing? Missing. Okay. Why it is going to every time missing? Okay. Okay. Pattern raw DB PDB1 / system. The pattern is going to file name convert pattern. Raw DB PDB1. Okay, leave it. No problem. The syntax things. Let me correct that syntax. Okay, the spelling mistakes are the commands which we are going to use it. The proper command which you need to take it, which I already updated in this thing. See here, I have modified this. I took the same command, then it is working. Okay, as before going to create this clone PDB, we have only one PDB. Let me show you that. Okay, how many PDBs we are having? Clone PDB1 is created by default. It is in mount. We need to start that pluggable database. Give the pluggable database name. Open. It is going to convert to your read-write mode. Now it is in read-write mode. Done. It concludes our this remote clone activity. Let me show you the clear picture on this part. We need to check the sanity, whatever the data which we have tested, right? The same we need to test it from clone PDB also, right? Okay. Alter session set container equal to this PDB. Let me test the data, whatever we have used. The same data should come to your clone PDB1, right? Done. So we got the data in your pluggable database. So we have successfully completed this clone activity. Okay, guys, if you are liked this video, you can share or subscribe this channel. If till now you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe to my channel Racsinfotech if it is useful. If not, that's okay. Okay, thank you.